Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a big team. ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Give to the single back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires it. Hauls it in. Still on his his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a great job by the DB, playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DB's going to get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Running it back, it's Hamilton. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off it.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive to your advantage.
Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Takes the handoff. It's good. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Coming up, 4th down. Number 96 in punt formation to kick it away.
The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to throw, it's Aller. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for a huge play. Working that left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking for room, it's Singleton. Bulls his way forward. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. The DBs will back off a bit. From the red zone, it's Singleton. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Aller. Fires into the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Got his man downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Leaves it with the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense working from the pistol.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The give to the tailback. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Harold. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hamilton. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20, past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Penn State 21, North Carolina 3.
The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Lions going back to work on offense now. To the air, it's Allard. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They want to just keep throwing it. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to move it through the air. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Allard. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Allard. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The give to the right. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense set on 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quickly out to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 28, North Carolina 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go.
The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Complete in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina 10.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Handoff from the shotgun. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Looking for a block. It's Smith. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Quarterback now breaking the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. On the move to his left. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I love the design by this offense. A great job rolling your athletic quarterback outside of the pocket to the left. Get him on the move. Get him away from the defense. Don't have him standing in the pocket. And now I give him a choice. Can he run it or does he throw it? He has an option. It's kind of a pass-run option.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them. So you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.